Hi Sagittarius, these are going to be your channeled messages for the week of February 5th. As always, keep in mind, you guys, this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed as well. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra, but don't let the name fool you. I read exclusively for Libra and Sagittarius on this channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, awesome. I love Sagittarius. You're my favorite fire sign, and I love reading for you guys. The link to my website to schedule a private reading with me or to check out some of my other services is down in the description below. All right, let's begin. It's going to be an interesting week, Sagittarius. Boundaries are going to be really important. You got a double 9 of Wands, so boundaries are really important. You may be kind of worn down. Watch your health, watch your sleep-wake cycle. Let your yes mean yes and your no mean no, Sag. If you're feeling like you're kind of guarded and worn down and you want to safeguard against someone, don't move your goalpost right now. But I feel like you might feel like you're a bit stuck to a situation to a degree, or you feel like you're moving really slowly, because I do have the Knight of Pentacles here as well. So boundaries are a thing. I do think that this week you are going to feel somewhat energetically worn out. But let's look at the oracle messages first, and we'll see the energy coming towards you for the week and what's going on. So out of my first oracle deck, which I do not remember the name of, if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know I don't remember the names of my decks. I apologize. Consciousness of Lack is the first card that's coming out. So I've always found this image really interesting. In the middle of a big stone heart, there's this big pile of money, and he's got books and he's got knowledge and he's wearing a red outfit. So the red that he's wearing very much symbolizes human form. So you might be focused more this week on what you don't have versus what you do have. You may be in a bit of a survival mindset as opposed to a thrive mindset. You might be feeling like you have less than you really want or need. So paying attention to the second house, money coming in, money going out is what you're going to be consciously most aware of right now this week. Happy success came in reverse, but I also have your higher self. So you are allowing your higher self to come through and embody its human form. This is the soul accessing you and your human body. So you are connected to your higher self and letting your higher self take the wheel. And I do think that your higher self wants to lead you away from a consciousness of lack and help you come up with some solutions and some new ideas to overcome that feeling of lack. Happy success is on the table, but it is in the reverse. I feel like, based on what I see here, you thought something would bring you a happiness and bring you success. You might be on the road to that, but you're not experiencing that at this moment, or maybe you're starting to realize that something that you thought was making you happy isn't really making you happy. Your higher self may be cluing you into that. And I was like, what's this happy success in reverse about? They asked me to use the same deck to clarify it, and I have New Beginnings in reverse, but the Ascended Masters. This really looks like the Seven of Cups to me. This Ascended Masters card. Like, what is it that I'm looking for? You're looking for new leadership. You're looking for Ascended Masters in an archetypal way, or maybe a spiritual way, or here on Earth, to help you find a new beginning. Some of you might be looking for a new job or a new relationship. A new beginning that could lead to happy success is here. It's just slow to progress at this time. It's not going to happen this week. You might be on the verge of something. You might be onto something. So let your higher self plant those seeds in your mind that can help lead you towards new beginnings, okay, that will bring happy success and help you deal with the consciousness of lack. New supportive connections are trying to come in, though. So be open to new people, new connections in your life that may help you. Your higher self seems to want to find new supportive connections. It also seems like with the Ascended Masters card coming out, you might feel like you need a little bit of help from a mentor or a teacher, or just people that are a positive influence. You might need a little help from new connections to help you get into a new beginning that will bring happy success. So let your higher self lead you to these new connections, okay? That could help with a new beginning that you are trying to experience. Of course, if you don't feel like that's happening, maybe it's someone else in your life that you care about right now. Planetary activations, solar system activations, or as I like to call the solar system, the neighborhood. You You have an activation coming in from the constellation of Aquarius, from the planet of Jupiter, and the asteroid of Chiron. 8th house is at the bottom of the deck. Interesting. The 8th house is a weird house. It's Scorpio's house. We call it the house of sex, death, and taxes in astrology. But I feel like it's about so much more. It's about the part of your life, any part of your life that really needs to transform. And when Scorpio in the 8th house is involved, transformation is very dramatic. It's very important. It's very intense. I suspect that it may have to do with money or family. One of the things I say about the 8th house is it's about other people's secrets, other people's problems, other people's money, other people's drama, things that are taboo in nature that we have to confront and deal with. There's a lot of sexuality involved with the 8th house. There's a lot of occult things involved with the 8th house. So what's definitely in focus is something that needs to transform, but it may involve some things that are difficult for you to confront. Sometimes Sagittarius struggles with confrontation of heavier, intense, sticky, weirdo things. So be prepared for that. Again, it may involve money, it may involve family, just something that really needs to transform. And apparently this is attached to an original wound with Chiron. But this week you have the ability, because Aquarius and Jupiter are here, that's a lot of positive, rebellious, pattern-breaking energy coming in to help you with healing, okay? This is a week that you can really tap into core wounds and how they might still be playing out in your life right now. I definitely encourage you to look up all these placements, like what's in your 8th house? Do you have any Aquarius in your chart? What's your Jupiter? What's your Chiron? Because it's a week where you might uncover some new healing remedies that could really lead to expansion. Confidence, courage, and your belief in luck and that your luck can change and turn around is really key this week, Sag, and that's your planet. But with Aquarius coming out, this energy is very rebellious. It's very freedom-loving. It's very idealistic. There's also a technological quality to Aquarius because they're our techie people. They're the heralds of technological advancement, societal advancement. Aquarius doesn't really give a damn about the ego either. I feel like a pattern wants to be broken. This may involve rebellion. And it's really, again, it's so important for you to believe in yourself right now, Sag. Confident, courageous self-belief that you can overcome some difficult things, find new healing remedies, and work through transformation, that death and rebirth that's intense, that's associated with the 8th house. They asked me to pick up the Illumination Oracle deck after I did the tarot. So this could happen in any part of your life. It might be happening with a specific scenario, but take it as it resonates for you. What came out was intimacy. You left quite an impression. Receiving a message and holding on, making plans is at the bottom of the deck for a special occasion. Sorry, can't see this. That's down here. Someone might want to plan to come and visit you. There might be talk of planning for a special occasion. Sorry, these cards really don't want me to look, but someone's very drawn to you, but they're hiding the truth. Okay. So the intimacy card has a negligee on it. This might be about physical intimacy, sexual intimacy, but take it as it resonates. It doesn't necessarily mean that. Either you have left quite an impression on someone else or they have left an impression upon you. Someone wants to get close and intimate. You will receive a message. You may really feel like someone's holding on and it's a struggle to let go. You might feel like someone doesn't want to let you go. They may want you to make plans for something with them. You may receive messages about that. I'm also hearing the messages are as intimate as somebody wants to get. Okay. So someone might just be messaging you to spend time with you and get close to you. Spirit seems to think this person is holding on to something and not letting go. Probably because you left quite an impression. You guys usually do. Fire signs definitely leave an impression. Yeah, so this is interesting. Overall energy of the reading is the Two of Pentacles. Someone's wondering what to do here. This could have to do with money too, because I do have the Four of Pentacles here. Like, how much can I afford to spend on something maybe? Or what do I do next? The way you or someone else is feeling is the Moon. You're being seen as the Eight of Pentacles, minding your own business and working. What you need to know or really look at, or your advice, is the Three of Cups. And the final outcome is the Magician. Aries, Gemini, or Virgo energy. Pisces energy is here. Scorpio is here. Leo is here. Libra is here. Yeah. Okay. So if this is the energy coming towards you, someone's like, what do I do here? If I do this, this will happen. If I do this, this will happen. Oftentimes, like if it's a dating situation, the Two of Pentacles is about a person that really needs to figure out what they really want. They need to make room and time in their life. They might be busy. They might be doing two things at once. They're not sure what to do here. But clarifying this is the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Six of Wands. So someone is holding back and being somewhat of a miser here with the Four of Pentacles, but they're watching, they're curious. The Six of Wands. I feel like someone might be watching you sort of ignore them and be up on a high horse. Someone might also be looking for a new avenue that will bring them success. Or someone might be watching you be up on a high horse and experience some kind of success. Someone might be looking for a new job too, like this job doesn't pay them enough. Someone might be thinking about what they need to invest. They're only willing to invest so much, $40, $400 maybe. This may have to do with a child. I'm hearing something about investing in a kid and there's success in some way, either learning or maybe in sports. Of course, that's not going to be true for all of you, just a few of you. Someone is watching. They might be pretending that they don't really care, though, with the Six of Wands. A part of them is a little bit of a show off as well, I'm hearing. The way someone's feeling is the moon. So Pisces here. Dark, heavy, maybe confused, a lot of cycling emotions. There's a bit of illusion here. Things are not as they seem. I always notice the moon looks like it's concentrating, doesn't really know what to think or feel. Clarifying this is the Eight of Swords, Strength, and the Hangman. Okay. Someone is really struggling with like limiting beliefs, solution-focused thinking. They do feel kind of trapped in their own emotions. They might be worried about a Leo or a Pisces. There's something that they're struggling to see, and yet they have no choice but to see something for what it really is. So you might be feeling kind of stuck. Someone else might be feeling kind of stuck. Someone has a lot of pride. Yeah. But you're being seen as the Eight of Pentacles. I also think someone might be worried that you're about to walk away and not be so committed to them in some way. That could be a friendship, any kind of relationship. It could also have to do with work. Some of you have a boss that thinks you're about to quit if they don't give you a raise. They don't want to give you a raise, but I think they know they're going to lose you if they don't give you the raise. That might not be happening specifically to you or with you, but this might be happening around you, Sagittarius. Like a friend or a family member, someone may tell you, yeah, I'm kind of in a bind and I'm thinking about leaving a job. I just watched someone else get a promotion that I didn't get. But I feel like some of you have a person around you that feels like they don't lose you. They're going to lose you if they don't open up, provide some clarity, and give you more. But you also look like you're not really interested in dealing with them. Like maybe you've been hanging on in a situation that you'd rather not be hanging on to. Someone else might feel that way too. You're being seen as the Eight of Pentacles. Sagittarius is frequently seen this way. It's like, I'm not really paying attention to you. I'm working. I'm doing what I have to do. I'm not really even looking up or thinking about my accomplishments. I'm just minding my own business. I got my nose involved in whatever it is I'm doing. You might be unaware that someone feels this way about you or about the relationship. But clarifying this is Death, the Knight of Wands, and the Page of Wands. I think someone sees you focusing on what you're doing, but I think they also know that this very powerful transformation is taking place for you because death is coming out. And when death is followed by the Knight and the Page of Wands, this is very rebellious, excited, fire sign energy. Some of you are trying to put an end to like just a passion project kind of relationship or scenario, and hey, whatever, like I'm down for whatever kind of relationship. You might be saying, no, I don't want to just have fun and get laid and come in and out of each other's lives whenever. This person might realize that. They might not like that. They may think you're in another relationship now. I just heard that this happened because they would never commit to you. But I also think that someone sees you going through a transformation and becoming more rebellious. Some of you are also really thinking about, I'm hearing you might be doing quite a bit of daydreaming while you work about like being more passionate, having more freedom, exploring new things. But right now you've just got to work. Some of you do want to do something new, or someone sees you revving up to do something new. Here's what you need to know, or your advice. This was interesting. The Three of Cups. So this is about friendship, getting together, collaborations, going out, dating, having fun. Clarifying this, though, is the Nine of Swords with Justice. That's Libra, and the Moon of Pisces. Weird. I'm hearing a lot of different messages, which means it's going to resonate for a lot of you in a very different way, depending on your situation or who you are. Someone is maybe worried about a consequence. There's a lack of clarity. Maybe if it's about dating or romance or like where a relationship is going, someone might be afraid to clarify that with you. Worried about the consequences. There might be a fear of spending time around other people and what that will mean, where that will go. There's not a lot of clarity. And someone's worried about consequences. I feel like someone's imagining quite a few worst case scenarios with you. Maybe you with them. Maybe this has nothing to do with you. I feel like someone maybe wants to break some kind of a cycle around you, or you do. One of you does. But then the final outcome is the Magician. So someone's going to manifest. Clarifying this is the Page of Cups, meeting and squaring off with the Queen of Swords, and then the Hermit. You could have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius around you, or a Virgo that you deal with this week. I'm hearing two really strong things here. Someone does want to precipitate something here, Sag. They want to manifest. They're going to open up to you emotionally, but I think they're going to be met with your sword. Some of you may have air in your chart. Of course, you don't have to have air in your chart to act like the Queen of Swords. I feel like some of you have someone that's going to come towards you and try to show you something and try to make something happen. And you're going to be like, let me be very clear with you. I'm going to clearly and directly communicate with you. I'm going to state my boundaries. I kind of want you to leave me alone. Yeah, like leave me alone. I also think that some of you may have a feminine around you that you struggle to really know what it is they want. You struggle to know how to make them happy. For some of you, this feminine gives you a hard time and you have to really stand up to them. There's also maybe someone here trying to give you advice and you really need to listen and think about it before you follow that advice. Okay, so I was like, show me in general, like, what is this person coming towards Sagittarius really want? The moon came out again. This person sees themselves as the moon. So they're emotional and they're confused. Things are not as they seem for this person. The way they're feeling is the Five of Wands. So competition and tension. It's not the Five of Swords. It's not like a big fight, but lots of inner conflict, tension. They're worried about the people around them. And then the Eight of Swords again. This person gets very trapped in their head very easily. They seem to be anticipating tension, either between yourself and them or other people. They don't really know quite what to do or how to deal with it. That's what the Eight of Swords is. It's like, I just get all trapped in my head. I overthink the shit out of things and I don't really know what to do. It's kind of an intellectual freeze response. So I clarified it. I'm like, why is the Eight of Swords here? And I have the Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Is this about a kid's birthday party? Does it have to do with children and socializing with with children. Also, if it has nothing to do with kids, it could have to do with family. Meeting your family. It could be family members, spending time with family. It could have to do with like a party or a gathering or a get together. They seem to want to be vulnerable and open up with you about this and talk about this, but they might also feel like maybe they have to confront their own family about something and they're worried that that won't go well. It seems to be about socializing with people where everybody gets along. And again, there could be kids involved. I wanted to know what this person would say to you if they could, Sag. And what they have to say is, it was my fault, but I blamed you. I want you. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Okay, someone's afraid to let you go. They may have let you go. And if they did, it was hard for them to let you go. They still want you. They still want to be with you. Something happened that they blamed you for. They want you to know that deep down, they know it wasn't your fault. If this is like a work thing, they really feel like you make everything go better. And they're afraid to lose you. It could be a family thing though, too. Or family is interfering or getting in the way, maybe. There seems to be this fear and worry about fixing things between more than one person. It appears to be a group dynamic. They may have let you go and maybe spent time or will spend time with family instead. Or maybe they're worried about spending time with your family or your people. It's hard to let you go. They want you. But this needs to be addressed. Whatever they blamed you for, you might not even realize that. You might have thought that you might not know that they blamed you for something, but it wasn't your fault. It was their fault. And if you're the one manifesting, this Queen of Swords might approach you, but she might not get much of an answer out of you. She might be trying to hold you back. If they're the ones manifesting, I think it's just because they're afraid to like really completely lose you in some way. Here's what you have to say. I can't do this. You broke my heart and I have too much to lose. I still feel the pain is at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, so that's why the Nine of Wands is here. Yeah, it's like you really want to say no to something. There's something that you feel like you can't do. Your heart feels very broken. At this point, you feel like you have too much to lose and you still feel that pain in your heart. But I do think you're trying your best to ignore them because you see yourself as the Six of Wands. I got the girl, I got the guy, I got the job. Or it's just like you're up above the crowd. You're not going to mingle amongst the commoners this week. You're going to act as if. I see you seeing me. That's why I feel like this person's watching you. That I feel like the Six of Wands is you and they're watching and they're curious. So you're kind of putting your best foot forward for the world to see this week. But the way you're feeling is the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that consciousness of lack. That might be happening for you financially where you feel like you're barely making ends meet. But you may also be feeling this way emotionally, kind of left out in the cold, vulnerable. Like things could be worse, but things could be better. Your action is the Two of Swords. You have a decision to make. And you want to make a smart choice. You're at a bit of an intellectual impasse here. I was like, all right, well, what's the Two of Swords about? I'm an air sign. So when I see the Two of Swords, I'm like, oh, we're going to clarify the shit out of that. Clarifying this is the Knight of Swords, the Star, there's Aquarius, and the Ace of Wands. Yeah, you have a choice, Sag. You have a choice this week. You can either really go out on a limb and take a risk towards the feeling of freedom and hope and towards something new starting in your life. You're a fire sign. I know you love the wand, but at this point, it's just a surface level choice and the choice is yours. But someone around you doesn't really want to lose you here. I feel like if you stay where you're staying, you won't open up to this new opportunity. even though you really want to. It's a surface level choice, Sag, and the choice is yours this week, okay? It will feel like a risk. You may feel out of your depth and out of your league, but the Knight of Swords frequently does not care if it's out of its depth or out of its league. It's just going to go where it wants to go, which is towards the feeling of freedom. Happy, popular, motivated, free, on top of the world, healed, coming into alignment with your soul, a higher purpose, a higher destiny. And it may feel somewhat rebellious because the Knight of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck, which is he doesn't really like to take a lot of risks. He doesn't like to wander or linger too far from the castle. So it's like you could stay in a scenario or you could move on in some way. There is a person around you that doesn't want to let you go. And the takeaway here, Sag, is that this really has to do with a deeper, older wound that you can really examine and see how it's impacting your life right now in 2024 and open up to some new remedies that will bring in some healing for you. Because something does need to die and transform. Some weird, uncomfortable things that are taboo kind of need to be addressed. And if you allow for this Aquarian, Jupiterian expansion, it could lead you to these new ascended masters. It could bring in the new beginning. It could help your higher self really experience happy success and find a constructive way to get over this consciousness of lack. Look for the new supportive connections, Sagittarius. That will help you. This Three of Cups might be some new supportive connections. You know, and this Queen of Swords might be trying to get you to open up, and you might just have to overcome this fear, or she's got to overcome this fear. But I do get the strong sense, I need to say it one more time, that you're going to stand up to someone because you don't 100% trust their motivations all the time. If this person is at all controlling towards you, they feel like they might be losing their grip, which is interesting. I want to do an extended, but they're telling me, no, do not do an extended. Keep going where you're going. Keep doing what you're doing. We don't need an extended. Okay, Spirit, I trust you. All right, Sag, that's the week of February 5th. I hope it resonates and I hope it helps. Link to the website for private readings is down below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Bye. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.